set to make his way to the blue corner of the ring, representing Dublin Combat Academy. Please welcome Andrew Ghioaca. Representing Langka, Belfast, please welcome Davidson.
$57-kilo action, amateur Muay Thai 3x2-minute rounds. Andrew Ghioaca fighting out of Dublin Combat Academy, taking on Aaron Davidson of Langka Muay Thai.
And we can see there straight off Ghioaca coming out, even with the shorts. It can sometimes infer the higher rise of the short on the leg, he's a kicker, because it creates less restriction. So usually when a fighter tucks them shorts up nice and high, you're getting ready for a kicking frenzy.
And just as you were explaining that, he landed a beautiful low leg kick. And that is 100% Muay Thai in its application. And just the way he's throwing these leg kicks, very little turnover on the hip, just whipping them in.
Yeah, absolutely. Saves energy, it's more efficient, and this is where you see the ties when the hip pads, they're very efficient at just whipping that baseball back kick in.
And at least
what we see Ghioaca doing.
At least no tail on the kick whatsoever.
Absolutely, yeah, it's like flicking a jab out. Now this, you can see Ghioaca, hopefully I'm doing his surname justice, that's a kicking style. He's kicking centered, he's confident with his legs, which means he's probably going to be quite efficient with knees as well. He's the flexibility.
And even the way that Davidson's checking these kicks, he's still taking a lot of damage with them.
Absolutely, yeah, checking won't score. We need to see damage.
It goes back to what you say about it's not enough to just simply bring the knee up.
Yeah.
You need to bring it up at the perpendicular and almost hip into it.
Yeah.
Andrew doing some lovely kicking work here. Oh, big sweep from Davidson.
And the crowd can cheer, but it's not going to score big. That's why you'll see if fighters ever hit the ground in Muay Thai, they bounce back up in a comic-like fashion, because the whole thing is about the perception of dominance. That fall didn't hurt him, he's back up, he's going again.
Andrew is like a little buzzsaw here. No backward step at all, and just the economy of energy, just forward.
Absolutely, and we can see in Andrew's corner there, we have Craig Coakley, who recently fought in the One Championships. Yep. Very strong corner.
Collie Mahan looks like a completely different animal without the beard.
Well, he's nearly in the ring, it's nearly 2-on-1.
Big round for Andrew.
That's what he wants, that's all what will ever happen. His natural style will come to the fore. Again, that's it, just build it up simple, good, check in, teep into a check, what we call teeping stance. We can see Aaron, great balance, but again, he needs to have...
He's a big straight right there.
He needs to be more proficient with his scoring.
And again, as the fights progress, we're seeing a lot more work to the body here from the fighters.
Yeah, which is great. That's an advanced trait, I think. To get in that close and have the foresight to go high and low is great.
And is that something that's more indicative in a European style of MMA, or is that something that's still composite in traditional Muay Thai?
I think well, even back long ago when I was training, we were always trying to change that up. But it depends. You can only coach someone to the limitations and the scope they can be coached new techniques. So if it doesn't come naturally to you, you basically don't want to do it. If kicking's not a natural style or technique for that fighter, you need to change it up a little bit.
These are big shots being landed by Andrew as he's advancing it forward.
Again, we're seeing maybe the exact same. We're seeing a carbon copy of the first round.
Yep.
A little bit more energy out of Andrew, but
But it's not just aggressive for the sake of being aggressive, it's technically aggressive.
Yeah.
Again, it's throwing with intent.
Absolutely.
There's malice of forethought with what he's doing.
Yeah, and he's shown he's understanding distance. When he's in kicking range, he's doing the right moves. Long range jab, long range kick. When he gets in close, he automatically goes into clinch. And now we can see him enjoying himself. So that's always a dangerous fighter that finds his rhythm and flow.
Very, very loose in there. Implementing little bits of psychological warfare.
And ironically, we can see Andrew moving about, and I would have sparred and trained with Aaron's coach, Jamie. Jamie was a fantastic fighter back in the day, and Jamie would have had the same style as we see of Andrew. He would have had that bouncy on the toes, he would have been light. My old coach, Paddy Clint, maybe would have called it the Russian style of Thai boxing, where it was a mixture of bouncing on your toes and what we call slap and tickle, which is corner instruct. Because building the points now is a misdirection, setting up a misdirection for a knockout. That's the only thing that can help Aaron at this stage.
And again, Andrew occupies the center, puts the pressure on. Beautiful leaping hook.
Brilliant. I like what Andrew's doing there with the teeps. He's scooping the teep outwards and turning it into a hook, which is a very advanced technique to do in the moment, to call that shot.
More often than not, you would assume that the fighter taking the center is the fighter winning the fight.
Yeah.
But in this instance, it's been that lateral movement from Andrew and those landing those shots on the fly that are winning him the fight.
In K1, it's more or less stand your ground and push forward. In Thai boxing, you could win a whole match on the back foot if you're scoring and having effect. You could be on the back foot for 5 rounds and winning.
Work in the clinch right now from both men. Oh, nice work from Davidson. Getting some shots off, but he needs to continue that pressure.
Now, I see Andrew here getting a little bit tired. He's moving around. I like that. He knows he's getting tired. To win the match is the goal, or set up a knockout if he still wants that, if that's possible. But he knows how to keep his score. So scoring is one thing. Keeping the score is another skill altogether.
Start to check those kicks a little bit quicker with a little bit more authority as Davidson. But again, they need to be the trigger point for him to launch his own attack.
Yeah. Now, we can't get complacent, Andrew. We can't get, so sometimes going back too soon in a round can incite confidence in the opponent to come forward.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous situation. Even a tired, hurt opponent confident is dangerous.
Working.
We will see, and I think it's a testament to the corner he's in. Andrew, with his hands down, flailing and kind of waving them. It's something that's indicative in a 5-round match, where a fighter will dance around with his hands down, offering the other opponent to concede within the match. And that will show the level of the corner. He's an amateur fighter, and he's shown mannerisms and characteristics of an A-class fighter who knows he's winning and is offering the fighter, which he hasn't done, but we can see that stylistically.
Nice shot from Davidson. He's shown that he does have the ability to land those big shots, but right now, if you look at everything done by Andrew in that fight.
Yeah, the only problem was Aaron's a great fighter. He just didn't have the gear change. He couldn't go from first to 5th gear, whereas we've seen that.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we once again go to judges' scorecards for a decision. All judges scored the bout, declaring a winner by unanimous decision. He's fighting out of the blue